Now let's see what is subnetting. Subnetting has been very, very critical for the people. When we have the proper CCNA type of the courses, it took almost 3 to 4 days or a week to understand subnetting in detail. Okay, and even if you find out the number of people working in the IT now, they all are scared of subnetting because it do have a calculation, it do have a mathematical part, but it's too easy to do. You just need to understand the concept, just need to understand the method, how it is happening. Okay, so what is the purpose of subnetting first of all? Okay, subnetting, creating sub networks, creating small networks from one network there. Okay, one example I'm having, one scenario. What is the need of subnetting we have? Okay, so I have one requirement. Okay, your manager has given you one requirement that you need to create the network for 4 departments. Okay, one is IT, one is sales, one is marketing, another one is the finance. IT have, I will say, 60 people. Okay, sales have also 60 people. This one have 30 people, and this one have 16. Okay, this number of people, employees they are having. Now you want to assign them IP addresses. The manager has given one requirement, one condition, that I do not want these people part of the same network. I don't want them to communicate with each other. So put them into different network. That is the requirement. So which class IP address you recommend for them? You will be thinking C class, that is having minimum 254. You need 60 computers. Why do you assign 1 lakh or 1 crore class A or class B? Correct? You think of, I'm choosing class C. So you decided that I'm going to assign, let's see, 192, 168, 1.0 here. Okay, 2.0 here. When I say 1.0, it is like from 1.0 to 1.255. 2.0 to 2.255. Okay, 3.0 to 3.55. You cannot have the same network, correct? So that is why I'm not using it continuously from 1.0. This is also 1, this is also 1, this is also 1. No. And this one is 4.0 to 4.255. Okay. This is something I'm going to have. Now, check one thing. How many IPs are this one? 254, 254, 254, and 254. Correct? Now, under this, 254 multiplied by 4. Total number of 1000 IP addresses you have used, you have reserved for different networks. How many you actually need? 60, 60, 30 plus 60. 166. So to use 166 IP address, you have reserved 1000 IP addresses, which again does not look like a recommended process. Okay. So to overcome this issue, we have the concept of subnetting, where we actually divide a big network into small networks. Okay, so it breaks the larger network into smaller part. It is used to reduce wastage of IP addresses. As we know, all hosts will use the same subnet mask if they want to be into one network. Okay, so now I'm going to solve it for you. This particular process, that how do we perform subnetting. Okay, I'm going to do it on Notepad. So let's see, we are going to start from 192.168.1.0, correct? What you have, the IP address to start with. Okay, first department is IT. How many computers it have? 60 computers it has. Now, what you need to find out to know which part is network, which part is host, that is subnet mask. I don't know subnet mask. Default subnet mask is 255.255.255.0, but you will be using complete 254 IP addresses into that. So I cannot use default subnet mask. I want only 60 computers to be used in the network, not 254. I want the network to be divided. You purchase, you must have seen na hotels में क्या होता है? They have big hall. Okay, if they want to use the hall for the minimum number of people, for example, एक उनके पास एक requirement आती है, we have a party जिसमें हमारे पास we only have 60 people. The hall have a capacity to handle 254 people. Correct? First of all, for the 60 people, the hall will be expensive. Correct? And the space is getting wasted. Correct? The customer is charged overpriced. The customer is not using the space even. So what they do, they try to make the small partitions inside the hall. 60 इधर आ जाएंगे, 60 we can have here, 30 we can have here, and 30 we can have here. So two small halls, two large halls they created inside the one big hall. That is what you call subnetting. Okay. So now, to break the halls, okay, you need to know na, from where, what should be the size of the hall, from where you start, where you end. Correct? That is the part given to you by subnet mask. I cannot use 255.255.255.0 because that is one complete hall. I need to know the first hall start from here and here. I want to divide it. For that, you need subnet mask. Okay. So I'll check it quickly here. 60 computers we need. What you want to derive is subnet mask. What subnet mask you should use for 60 computers. Now let's see how do we derive it. अच्छा, subnet mask में होता क्या क्या है? Subnet mask have network bits और क्या होता है? Host bits. Correct? That this number of network bits are there and this number of host bits are there. And what is the size of the subnet mask? 32 bits. So जितने भी bits होंगे, they will be equals to 32 only, not more than 32 bits you have. So that is what we need to get. Now here you have two things: network bits and host bits. What has been given in the question? You only know the host. How many computers you want to have? 60. You don't know the network part. Correct? So let's try to derive host bits. Now, into any network, you must have seen in this slide, how do we calculate in one network how many computers we can have? Correct? So 2 is to power number of hosts, number of host bits. So how many people we have? 60. 2 is to power something which could be equals to 60 equals to or greater than. That is something we need to derive. So this X is your host bits. Now 2 is to power. I'm writing down something here. 1, 0 is 1, 2, 4. Sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. One is missed now. 16. 32. 64. 128. Okay. So what do you think? What should be the value of X? 60 we need, correct? So we should have 6. Because 2 is to power is 64. We can't take 32, correct? That will be less number of people. So we have 64. So I have taken 6. 6 number of bits I require. This is one thing we have. Host bits are 6. Network bits, the total should be 32. So 32 minus 6 become 26. Now these are binary values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 24, 25, 26. Network bits are 1, host bits are 0. This is the subnet mask we have received. If I convert it, this is the subnet mask. So the IT team will use the IP address 1.0, okay, and subnet mask 192. Now, how many people it can connect with? Correct. What will be the end IP address? That is something you get from block size. So block size is 256 minus whatever number you have got here. क्या number आया? 64. So you start the IP address 1.0 and it goes till 63 because 0 be count hoga, correct? 0 is also getting counted. So this is one example that from 1.0 to 1.63, IT team can use this IP range with this subnet mask. So they will be not the part of any other network. This will be the dedicated part for them. We try to divide the hotel's big hall into the part. We try to divide that equally, that okay, it should be this much long we should have. I know subnetting is one thing you never understand in the first time if you're seeing it first time. Believe me, that's my experience teaching million of people over there. No one can get it in the first attempt until you practice.